it. I just like it.
What'd you like?
You ever notice how that picture of John makes him look like fucking Egon Spengler?
Yeah, it's the picture.
Fuck you.
What it is. It's just the picture.
What's up, buddy?
John. What's going on, man? It's good to see you.
It's been a week, bud. It's always been a fucking week.
I don't think there's going to be. I look forward to the day when we start this off with the quick, hello, hi, how you doing? It's been a boring ass week and nothing happened.
1 week since. Hey, you know what? The first time that we do this in the same fucking room, though, we got to get
gonna be fun.
Fucked
it's gonna
up.
Be fun.
We got to get so, bro. You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it right here. Just before we do the other stuff, I'm saying it right now. I will take the fucking test. I will make sure that I quarantine for fucking couple weeks, and we're gonna do this in the same room.
Okay.
Just one fucking Friday, and it's gonna be.
We're gonna have to set this up. We're gonna have to make this happen. On that note, before we do the introductions, let's cue the music.
Represent the lobby, not the people. 4 years in a sequel. The bottom line is the bottom line. They represent the full, not the hungry. The NASDAQ, not the country. The bottom line is the bottom line. They represent the greedy, not the needy and seedy backroom dealings. The bottom line is the bottom line.
Oh, do it. I was waiting for it. It doesn't. I'm totally cool with it. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Failure Made Monsters. I am Santino the Misfit, and this is my cohort, compatriot, co-host, and co-mingler,
Dane Alexander, but you can call me the Great for short, though.
Indeed, you can. And welcome to another episode. Our guest this evening is comedian and writer John Poveromo.
Egon Spengler of Ghostbusters fame.
Egon Spengler. Every time I think of that fucking movie, all I can picture is what was it, the second with the painting, Vigo?
That was the good one. It wasn't the good one.
One of the most terrifying parts of my childhood.
That was the one where they hooked the speakers up to the Statue of Liberty and fucking like played the music all through it to like activate the slime and shit.
Was it the first one or the second one?
That was the second one.
Was it the second one?
Yeah, because the first one was with what's her name?
Puffed.
Huh?
Sigourney
Weaver. Yeah, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yep.
Fuck it. Before we, look, we got plenty to talk about, but John is one of our favorite guests, and he's just too much fun not to have on here the entire time. He's a long-haired, bearded motherfucking jackass, and
sure now
he's here to bust some ghosts and bust some balls. Let's do it.
What's up? Look at this. I didn't realize it until just now, but I look like a fucking cult leader in this hoodie. Like, like this is way too high collared for me. And
I thought it was a turtleneck for a second.
Like does this offend you, Dane, if I put on the hood?
Unabomber, and yes, it's got some KKK energy. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so sorry.
If fucking K-Fed disappeared for 10 years, and
first of all, K-Fed still around, has a single called Popozao.
Yeah, so that
no,
that was on Seth Meyers. Is that what that was? That
yes.
K-Fed?
Yeah, that's Kevin Federline. That's his single.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and now you can't unlearn it.
Yeah,
no, thanks. I always learn something I don't want to know on this show, so thank you, both of you.
We're good at that. We're very good at that.
Before it was just butt stuff, and now it's K-Fed shit. So we're working our way down the line.
Don't you start speaking my language, sir.
It's getting progressively more graphic.
I did realize I saw that photo of me, and I was like, I got to get them an updated picture because that does not look. That's not COVID me.
Like
it's not.
Something with some puberty on it would be nice.
And I just
would be great. Like a deeper voice. I feel like that picture's voice cracked. Just for real. Like
that's a Pete Carter photo, by the way.
Is it really?
Is it?
Yeah.
Pete
did the last good headshots I got was by that man.
Shut up, Pete. You're gonna have to link up with the bald bearded man now.
I know, totally, dude. I totally am. I know.
I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that.
Yeah, me too, dude. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw his photo pop up and I was like, who the fuck? And then I thought maybe he was going to get a sneaker deal. I was a little worried about him. I'm like, is there a comet coming?
Something. If anyone should be dressed up as a fucking cult leader,
yes,
Pete Carter.
I know he could do it.
He is and was a cult leader.
I was going to say Maddie. He's not a cult.
Shout out, Maddie. When I say pineapples, though, turn that shit up at work just so we can start fucking shit.
Matty Ice in the comments.
I'm gonna say pineapples, and you'll know butt stuff's coming.
What's up to everybody in the chat? Thank you for joining us this evening. For those of you who don't know, we broadcast this live on YouTube and Twitch. You can hop into the chat section of either of those platforms and interact with the talking heads on screen. And sometimes we talk about pineapples, butt stuff, and the length of John's hair just progressively getting longer and longer and longer and longer and longer.
Oh yeah. This is it.
I'm here
I'm
for
just
it.
gonna I appreciate it.
You and I did the same. My shit's down to fucking like
dude. Yours is insane, man. I saw
yours
something the other day, and I was like,
now, but
yeah. You got the bun thing down. I haven't done that yet. People keep asking me to do it. They're like, put in a bun, put in a ponytail, and I'm like,
dude, I hate it on my fucking face.
Let me tell you about a real bun. First of all, if it doesn't make your fucking eyes hurt, it's not a fucking bun. First of all, if you don't have a headache right fucking now, not a fucking bun.
Are you sure that's not the alcohol?
It could
that's
be.
Helping. I think alcohol is helping.
Like...
Once again, shout out Four Roses because it's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What are we advertising now? Which brand?
It's Four Roses.
He changed it up.
He did.
It's Four Roses today.
Yeah.
Oh, just today.
No Uncle Nearest right now.
No Uncle Nearest. I'm out, and they need to send me more.
Okay.
They didn't send me. That's basically what it comes down to. Here's what you want. If you want to get advertisement on the show, just send Dayne liquor.
Yo, that is not a joke.
Even if it didn't come from the company, if someone in chat sends Dayne liquor, they're getting a free plug. That's just what
he means. He means that like balls to bones. That is not in jest.
Right.
Please, if you need my address, let me set up a PO box because I don't know all of you. And,
I was gonna say.
And hold on a minute because I just realized.
Weird.
It's like I don't know. I mean, you have to climb some stories, but whatever.
Oh,
still,
this is the episode Dayne doxes himself.
Shout out real quick, guys. Shout out to my boy Chapo in the chat here. Chapo just signed. Chapo, yeah. I've known MC for a minute since back in the New York days when I was when I was a young and up and coming hip hop artist in New York. Billions and billions. But yeah, fucking Chapo just signed a deal. So congratulations, man. Congratulations.
That's what's up. Way to stay the course.
Hustling. So congratulations, man. I was really happy to see that. Looking forward to hearing the new tunes and all.
Sweet.
Yeah. So let's
real quick before we dive in it, real quick.
Oh, he's got the finger up.
Sir. No, just because I know I mentioned it, but like it was really awesome, and I wanted to say it before we get into the other stuff. Seriously, if you have not seen fucking what is it, Swords of the Eternal or whatever?
The show the movie you
dude, I know I texted you about it and you're like, I got a whole big long list and blah blah.
Swords of the Eternal?
Yeah, Swords of the Eternal. It's a Takashi Miike fucking film, and I'm telling you, if you like anything samurai, anything like anime, it's like anime come to fucking life the right way. And I mean, it is amazing. You know how Asian cinema, the plot twist shit is, it always makes you wonder what side of the fence you fall on. You're like, fuck, I thought that was the good guy.
Yeah.
Like, and then you realize it's like not. It's amazing. Just seriously shirk everything you're fucking doing and watch that shit. Put it top of your fucking list. That's all I wanted to say.
Sweet.
Can't say enough.
Where'd you stream it?
It's on Hulu right now. So
good.
Wait. No, Amazon Prime. Sorry.
Either one.
Amazon.
Hey, whatever. Either way, I have both.
Yeah.
You know what else is on Amazon Prime?
Hey, this guy, short film.
I want to hop on and
what?
Yeah, we got Dup It.
Yeah, Dup It, and also
Prime.
Yeah,
really.
And then you have
Bully. So we have we got a couple of films here, man. We got a short where
Bully's on Amazon Prime right now.
Bully is on Amazon Prime right now.
Nice.
I'll give you a couple streams. I'll leave it running. I don't give a fuck.
And here's what I want. Now, you guys, we're gonna cross promotion shit. You guys are going to come on my podcast, and we're going to talk about Bully, and we're going to talk about other shit too. So that's what we're going to do.
Super
nice Twitch cross promotion shit.
I'm in.
Fuck
so
yeah.
let's do this then. Let's talk about the obvious shit first.
Okay.
Right? We know it has to be talked about. I have actually avoided a good chunk of it.
Yeah, me too.
Hi to Jen and Corinne in the chat. Thank you guys for joining. Hey guys. I've avoided as much as I could. I watched most of the highlights. I didn't full C-SPAN it. I'm overloaded. The war, the battle was won at least, and I'm just kind of like, let's take a break.
Yeah,
but, But yeah, this you saw some of the presentations by the House managers and shit.
Hey, real quick for clarity, because I've been hearing some shit running around like, oh, because the Republicans won't really vote on it, it doesn't matter. Is that real? Like, is that true? Like,
he's gonna get acquitted. I mean, they're not gonna
impeach. Yeah, they're not. It doesn't seem like they have enough votes because so it's not a simple majority. It's a 2/3 majority for impeachment, which means and right now we're at what I think a dead even split or maybe 51 with 51 with Kamala?
Yeah, 51 with Kamala.
So she's the tiebreaker, and
which obviously it's no mystery which way she's gonna lean.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even know if that counts in this scenario or not.
It's you know what? Again, I feel this. I think it does count. But it's not going to help. Like it's not going to matter, and that's why I've kind of been checking out of the whole thing.
Right?
What?
You need 16 Republicans to turn on the party,
and they're nowhere near that.
Let me rephrase that to do the right thing. I think there was like 6 or 8 who voted to say it was
said, sir.
Yeah, it's this fucking watching the 2 cases. It's not. This isn't a trial. This is people laying out what happened. Clearly, what happened, and then a bunch of people going, right? Fucking, that's where we're at. It's just, it's the most absurd shit I've ever seen.
And it's kind of a moot point anyway, because we're watching this kind of shit as if it actually matters, and what it matters is that all the crap that's going on behind the scene anyway. So there's deals being made, there's threats being made. You know, I mean, we'll all hear about it in 2 years when, fucking
the book comes out.
Jeff Daniels and Dennis Leary do a movie about it later on, with fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's when everyone's like, oh, did you fucking hear about? And you're like, yeah, I kind of figured, but,
It's been fucking, it's just been one stupid fucking comment after the next from everyone on the wrong side of this conversation, and it's exhausting.
What I found just so laughable was the representation on Trump's part. That was even
Sean Hannity was like, I mean, I saw some clips where he was just like, hey, that was I gotta really you're like,
and these are the guys who like kind of just let it skirt when Giuliani was the fucking attorney for 60 different cases or some shit during when they were trying to stop the steal, and then lost like literally every single fucking court case. That was where we thought the bottom was. And then introduced these 2 fucking clowns who showed up in the last minute, and this guy's going on and on rambling about like what.
But what he said. No, but the
prosecutor at first, right? You saw that his literally opening word stumbled and called himself the prosecutor.
The classic moment though was when he's like, "Yeah, so we had to change course because to be honest, we didn't expect the defense to present such a solid case." I was like, "Bro, you had one job." You had one fucking make him look kind of sort of innocent. That's all you had to fucking do. And this is reading pencil notes.
Yeah, have like a sense of audacity about the whole thing. Like even grandstand a bit like, oh my
the other guy
I'd never.
Yeah, exactly.
The second attorney did. The second attorney came out and was like,
you're
going to tear the country apart more or less. You know what I mean? We're like, this is what's going to fucking do it. Not the thing we're talking about. The trial itself about the thing.
Yeah.
The insurrection was sort of that happening already. You fucking clown.
And would somebody just Photoshop Lindsey Graham sucking a dick so he can stop defending Trump? You know what I mean? Like, we know he's got those photos.
I would love it.
You know what I mean? Just do it already. So that way it's out there and he can stop, trying to hide from it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say...
And then start playing for the right team.
I will say also, when they started to show...
The Democrats.
I was going to say, he didn't mean sexually.
Let me clarify that.
When they started showing the footage, like the unreleased footage too, and there was that one fucking scene where the guy's like, yeah, what do you see? A whole bunch of pissed off Americans. And then at the end of it, he's like, peace out, bro. When I tell you, livid, I was like, and then like my reaction before it cut back to her like laying everything out, my reaction was the same as hers before she said it. It was like, peace out. Like, first of all, bud, where'd you get that vernacular from? First and foremost, also the fucking audacity. Really? Like, no, okay, all right. So I guess it's no big fucking deal. Let's go storm the. There was a lot of that. I was upset. I was like,
dude, those videos are hard to watch because
they are.
Watch
this shit, especially of Officer Goodman. You just
that guy. I'm so glad they're giving him the Medal of Honor and all that shit. It's so rare that you see anybody like that get genuinely rewarded.
Yeah, so, yeah, and who actually fucking deserves it.
What do you mean, anybody like that? I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Hang on.
Let me put the hood up.
No, but seriously, like,
well done.
I love the delicious irony that not only is it a cop, like that's a hero, it's a black cop. Like all this shit y'all were talking,
and hang on, and not only is he a black cop, but his name is literally Goodman.
Yeah, exactly.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I love
it.
Literally the only one there.
Right. Yep.
Whoever was writing the last few weeks of that election, beautiful. Nice. They deserve an Emmy, some kind of Writers Guild thing.
They do indeed.
Writers Guild,
fucking indeed.
SAG award.
Watching those videos too, dude. Obviously, Goodman did an incredible job, and even with the parts of the footage we didn't see with him and Romney running through the hallway and shit. But did you see? I think it was Chuck Schumer being escorted, and then they had to do a quick double back to where they were. And you notice his his security guard up front, like his Secret Service agent, was like walking around with like a full on like automatic weapon around his head.
Yo,
did you see that? Like
that they didn't have. He did look like that. That's fucking hilarious.
It's amazing more people weren't killed with the artillery that's there.
I mean, the thing that like became abundantly clear, because like before all of the footage came out and before everybody had time to like kind of marinate and pick through it, there was really this air of like, oh, nobody believed that. It was just people talking. It wasn't even that violent. And then you see, it was like, no, these motherfuckers came for action. Like they were ready for smoke.
If
like,
there
was a guy with zip ties.
If they ended up in the Senate chambers while the Senate was there, or any of the targets they were looking for, there would have been this wouldn't even be defensible. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. Is just because the people in the building did their job, albeit not beforehand, obviously,
right.
Like the prep wasn't there, but they did their fucking job in the moment, right? And granted, people still got in the fucking building too, but they did good enough that the Senate and our representatives, nobody was killed. And that's really the only reason
that's a big deal.
The Republicans have a fucking leg to stand on right now.
Yeah.
I'm also stunned that there aren't more cameras in that building. Like even the footage that they did get was impressive, but I was like
bird shit dripping off of one of them outside the outside camera.
You would think on premises it would be like every few feet, every time that you turn a corner, there's like
security cameras, facial recognition shit. There should be. I mean, it's the fucking Capitol building.
Maybe
I also think that they don't.
That.
Yeah, exactly. I also think there's a lot there, a lot of footage that they have, so that they're not showing, so that people aren't aware.
Every angle to avoid.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's a good point.
Because people will fucking and the homework that. Like that's the other thing I noticed. Like you start seeing, like one of the things that they said as they were storming up the stairs, they were like, "None of us have any weapons," and I'm like, "Oh." And they said they were like coordinating with people like online, whatever, during the whole rush. And it's like, oh, y'all were doing homework. Oh, y'all were doing research and shit. Y'all were really like manipulating this shit to
they got a tour.
Oh, that's right.
Tours and shit before too.
And I don't know if we talked about this, but I love the fact that like white people don't even know how to loot properly. Like the only thing they took was fucking mail, a podium, fucking office supply. Like, are you shitting me? Like, are you all,
bro? You got to go for the J's first, nigga. What are you doing?
I'm like, grab a couch,
put
something. Grab a flat screen.
I'm not proud of that joke.
One of those ornate decorations needs to be made of gold. That shit's old enough for that to be like,
exactly,
gold up there,
or something.
Grab the bust of a former president and just start running with it. I don't know.
Priceless.
That's fine. That's what they saw them carrying the ones out.
Pull it off the wall. Stupid. Somewhere in there's a map to a treasure. American treasure, that shit. What the fuck? Or national treasure.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just wondering if anyone's if there's gonna be a bust of Trump somewhere and it's just gonna look like Flubber, just like a statue of Flubber. Shit,
I hope not.
There ever gonna be busts of Trump? Like, and I feel bad for the guy who's got to chisel that hair.
So wait, are they done
like
now
fucking,
with
like a ramp?
is the defense done now presenting the case, or is it still going? I saw
like 4 hours today. I didn't watch it.
and then they're done, and then they respond, right?
Right.
The House managers did theirs, and then the Trump's defense was today for 4 hours. And I heard there could be a vote by tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying. Like, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But that, like, I don't know about you guys, but I am done with it. Like, I have moved on from, like, and people are pissed, like, you know, the shit I post normally. But I'm like, I'm watching what the Democrats are doing now, and it's as per fucking usual, absolutely nothing. So, you know, which we knew. You know, I mean, they've done some stuff.
It's why we're not, you know, we are not traditional Democrats for this, for that exact reason. Like I'm progressive. I think you are the same. Dane, obviously, you and I share a lot of political values and views.
We're in the same room.
Progressive. Because, you know, in the middle of the or I guess the center, right, is the Democrats, and they're the establishment. And I mean, it's not like a conspiracy or anything like that to say that there's a whole lot of extra bullshit in place because of decades of nonsense and a bunch of people who have been there for, you know, 4 generations or 3 generations, whatever the fuck. Like there was how many of them have been there since Bill Clinton's impeachment?
Right.
Which was 25 fucking years ago.
Right.
True.
I was like 7.
Getting his, hold on a minute. You know what? You raise a real valid point. Getting his dick sucked.
Getting his dick
hold on. Let's put that in perspective real quick. Motherfucker got his dick sucked, got impeached.
Mm-hmm.
Now, motherfucker starts a whole riot.
Yeah.
On the Capitol, in the Capitol, rushed in to keep
paid off.
Flew a Confederate flag.
Yeah.
Inside the fucking Capitol. The fucking rebels didn't even do that shit.
Right.
And that
makes me less angry at Republicans because I expect that. It makes me more angry at Democrats because they continuously let this shit happen.
Right.
Over and over again. Yeah. Every fucking time.
Agreed. I will say one thing. Before the last, I don't know, 6 months, I want to say within the last 6 months, this changed for me. I was always on this sort of, you know, it's not all Republicans. I just assumed that there were, you know, because I personally know a bunch of folks who are Trump supporters or Republicans that don't like Trump or whatever. And I just assume that based on my sample size of people who are conservative, that you kind of had to have that within the party. Like some percentage of them are just, you know, they just kind of kowtowed because of what was going on, and that's where the power dynamic flipped, and they were afraid of losing their seats and that kind of thing. But like if push came to shove, they would John McCain it. Like John McCain and Romney are like the only, and McCain's obviously fucking dead now, so you have Romney. And and he's not even fucking.
But look at it this way, dude. Like I understand.
Fucked.
Yeah, I understand the call for unity and stuff like that, like the essence behind it.
A little late.
But if you think about, but if you think about it, in our lifetime, just the three of us, there has not been one fucking thing Republicans have done that has not been douchey. Everything that's good that's passed, for as as feckless as they can be, is passed by Democrats. Everything that was good that's been opposed has been by Republicans.
Correct.
They've tried to stop they've tried to stop people from getting clean water.
Yes.
Like so, and that's to say
thing.
that like it's not all Republicans. It's like it is. It's bred into that system.
Yes, it's one of those things. Like, all right. So if Democrats are 50-50, right? 50% get nothing fucking done. 50% literally change the world. Yeah, and then Republicans are 100% fuck everything up.
Right, which is why we have to keep going with the Democrats, even though unfortunately we'd like to go more left.
With more progressive. Yeah. Agree. Yeah. It's wild to be like, it's all, and this is why I think they're voting the way they are, because none of it actually matters.
No.
None of it actually matters. And that's the fucked up part, is like, if they win, that's what matters. And if they get in, like, Trump was in office for 4 years. Trump was one of the most divisive, if not the most divisive president. I mean, for sure in my lifetime so far.
Right.
Yeah. But like he did a bunch of shit, but nothing like really substantial other than create this massive division, and other than create this new era of hyper-partisan politics, which already existed with the Tea Party and stuff.
And he dismantled a bunch of structural stuff within our
there's a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of he fucked norms and stuff, but like there was no massive legislative
he took us out of the Paris Accords. He fucking took away protection for women. He took away protection for LGBTQ.
Here's what I'm saying, but like what did he do that couldn't be undone by Biden in like the first 2 weeks that wasn't political?
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Well, that's what I'm talking about, though. That's what the Democrats.
I'm obviously not defending him. I'm just saying.
No. But that's what
they just don't fucking do anything. It's all politics now with them. There is no substance whatsoever at all.
It's why I don't understand. It's why I don't understand when people are like, when full-grown adults are like, I can't get behind those sci-fi fantasy movies, and I can't watch wizards, and the magic doesn't seem real to me. And it's like, are you fucking insane? Our entire society is magic, okay?
Yeah.
Like, somebody writes a magic spell that's called a bill, and then to undo it, they've got to block it using a different spell. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's all jargon that nobody understands anyway.
Yeah.
So it's fucking magic. We all made it up.
Yes, and then somebody gets turned into a mythical being of some capacity based on nothing but storytelling and bullshit. They're just another fucking person.
Yeah, exactly.
Put in an impossible situation. I look at the bottom right hand corner of our screen.
Yeah, exactly. And also when fucking somebody in Asgard dies, they put him in a ship, they put 2 rocks over their eyes, they send him over fucking the edge, whatever. But when somebody dies for us, that's like of that level, everybody dresses up in a fucking costume, waves a flag, fires guns into the. I mean, it's ritualistic bullshit. It's all the same.
It's all.
I'm not mad at your correlations.
Thank you. I'm just cranking them out tonight. I'm just.
Wait. Rolo said, if Trump gets away with it, what message do we send out to the rest of the world and anyone who wants to do the same? I think that's a really valid fucking question. Because he's going to. And 2,
people need to start talking about that. That's going to be the major part of the healing.
Yeah,
that's it.
The message that it sends, if when he does, is that people can, and that's the fucking problem. That people can get away with it. That there is no accountability when you get to a certain fucking level. Just for you down there. You guys do what we say, or you're going to be held accountable. Not us.
Look, I'll fix politics. I'll fix global politics right now. I'll fix it right now. If the right holds motherfuckers accountable.
He just stands up and slams his dick on the table. I will fix it.
No, but seriously, straight up, right here, right?
Put this in your mouth. All right, I'm sorry, guys.
It's this fucking simple, right?
It's not this simple, but I'm here for your passion.
Hold people accountable in your party, right? Obama didn't even hold the Bush administration accountable. That was a fuck up on our part, on the left's part, right? Mm-hmm. You set a precedent here where it's like, we can just get away with waging multiple wars and killing people in Guantanamo and all this, fucking PRISM and a whole mess of just terrible shit. Yeah. So there's no accountability. Start holding motherfuckers accountable. Hold your own people accountable. And then if you want unity, that's the first step. Right? That's the first step towards us coming towards the middle. Then the second thing, this is really fucking simple. Give a shit about people.
Yeah.
That's literally all it fucking is. I have no problem with there being rich people. I don't mind there being billionaires and stuff, as long as that's not at the expense of everybody else.
Yeah, I don't mind them being untouchable, and I don't want to hang out with them anyway.
That's okay. Valid with some lofty naivete kind of sprinkled in there.
I'm without a doubt
sweeping,
simplifying a very complex and nuanced conversation.
Okay.
I don't even think it's that naive though, because literally, how hard is it to give everybody $2 fucking grand right now? And they're debating. There's endless discussion and talk and
it's not about, but
they got
the naivete isn't how hard it is to give people $2,000. It's it's how helpful $2,000 would actually be, and what people would do with $2,000. There's some.
I don't care what they do with it. I don't care if they fucking jerk off into it. And give people fucking money and let them decide where that needs to go. I don't care if it's for lobster every fucking night to get their mental health back in order. They need people need the fucking money. And the government's got it.
Considering how much money goes elsewhere where it is not at all needed and does not benefit the people directly, I agree with you. I'd like to see. I at the very least, let's stop pretending that there's this socialism problem with these handouts and stuff for when it's really just when it comes to people. Because there's nothing but fucking handouts and insane government contracts doled out to businesses and corporations on the regular.
But they're always afraid we're going to stop working, which is insane because everybody wants it. There's a great analogy about that when they used to have cats on ships, right? They used to have them to hunt mice, and they would not feed the cats because they figured they would if they were starving, they'd go after the mice more, but they didn't. If you keep the cats fed, they realize they want to hunt. They're natural hunters. It's the same fucking way. Don't starve people and then hope they'll work harder for food, because that's not the case. Everybody wants something to do. They want to be happy in their workplace. They don't want to work, but if you're going to fucking make it impossible to live, no, nobody's gonna want. Like it's not worth it.
The same logic. The same person who thinks that that's gonna work is the same person who gets mad that like someone flipping burgers is gonna make minimum like $15 an hour.
Exactly, and nobody wants their fucking shit.
Why do you give a shit? You should be able to just do a job. You're contributing to society. You're punching in. You're doing your thing. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is on one level or another. Doesn't matter as long as you show up. You do your thing. You're a good person. You contribute to society. You should be able to just live comfortably. Not management.
And there's examples of that.
Cars and shit. Just normally.
And there's examples of that kind of shit at every job, though, too, because every job I've ever had, every shit fucking disgusting, part-time bullshit job I've ever had, there's like 5 fucking assholes there who are watching what other people are doing, how hard they're working, if they're working harder than them. And the rest of us are just like clock in, clock out, get paid, go home. And then there's people who demand, they don't understand why you're not miserable, why you're not doing everything that they're doing. And it's like, I don't know, maybe you have a different work. Like, I was never the above and beyond at any job. I did exactly what was expected and then fucking left and went home because I wanted to do stand-up. Yeah, and I was doing stand-up and I was like,
this is not the end of my road.
But not only was it didn't matter if I did anything that was good. Like it didn't matter if I was good at my job. It was like they would still sit back and go, I had somebody, I worked at a library at one point for a while, like 4 years, and every time a management position they came up, they'd go, why aren't you going for a management position? And I'd be like, I don't want it. Well, don't you want to achieve more? No, I don't.
No,
what don't you fucking understand?
Yeah.
I don't care about the money. I don't care about the hours.
That.
Yeah.
I know that shit so
well. They're weird. They're very they don't understand it.
No, not to get super into it because this is a whole episode's conversation with you and a therapist, but I've had very similar conversations with my father. Many times about it, like growing up, because I've been in bands, I've been doing music my whole fucking life. And it was always like, well, you got to make money, and he's not wrong, but like for a long time, and literally until I got married just a few years ago.
Hey, Kirsty.
Hi, babe. I was completely fucking content, like crashing on a couch and living out of a suitcase, or living in sharing a space with a bunch of roommates or whatever.
Fucking random hosts.
To the thing I was doing.
Getting
the rest, I didn't give a shit about the rest.
Clapping cheeks,
right?
Clapping cheeks.
I can clap cheeks broke, motherfucker. What do I need?
Yeah, I mean, Then at some point, like if priorities change, But like, I don't.
Right.
People who get like.
But I worked 4 or 5 jobs. Like I worked 3 jobs at the same time, or did whatever I had to do. And that's fine. I have no problem with it. But there's still going to be people that are surrounding that area that are like, you need to do like they want to know why you think you're different, and it's not like. I didn't have it written on my fucking chest. I didn't rip off a shirt every time I got to work and was like, I'm better. But like, I got called into to one of my supervisor's office one time, and they told me I was
cult leader.
And they were like,
fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you.
I'm out. They were like, I was like, is there anything wrong? Like my performance, something going on or whatever. And they were like, no. And they're like, we're having a couple complaints. They're like, you're too self-assured. So if you could and I was like, what? Because I'm too comfortable here. Like I'm like, that's just who I am. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Also,
but they really don't want you to
fire me.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking fire me. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna like feel shittier to appease you.
Yeah, they were really like, and it wasn't like I was getting to work and putting my feet up on the counter like that. I was just my genuine.
It's not like you were Josh Hawley.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm not doing any of that shit. But they were really just like, wow, he's only been here for less than a year and he seems like he's been here forever. Like, that's not my fucking problem. You're awkward and dumb and stupid, and you know, I don't know, let people fucking push you around. I just don't do it. Like, if I wanted a day off from doing something, I'd be like, I can't come in that day.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, you can't just say that. And I go, yeah, I know, but I'm also just like, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
So, like, this is my notice to you.
Yeah, I'm letting you know now. Prepare for this eventuality.
Yeah.
And I totally knew, like, I understood the vibe of who does he fucking think he is, but I always was very happy to remind people who I thought I was. Like, I'm like,
that
let me explain
I can
it
relate
to you.
at the core of my being. Sir.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah.
At the core.
I'm like, oh, if you've got the time, I'll explain it to you, but I'm still not going to be here on Saturday.
For me too, with jobs, and hey, Santino, something's coming, so you should be ready for it. I hope you're ready. Are you ready? All right.
Santino's face right now is like,
ready?
I have
All right.
no fucking clue.
For me, like, I didn't just want a job that was, you know, fucking okay. You know what I mean? Anybody can get a job that's just, you know, fucking okay. You know
how
what
much
I mean?
money did you want to make, Dane?
I could just do something that's fucking okay. But I'm better than that. And I knew I wasn't just fucking okay. I was fucking fantastic.
Oh,
come on, man.
You know what? You are, Dane. And with that, let's cut to our sponsor.
This is Santino. Santino is proud that he is bigger than all who came before him. Santino knows that your experience with what he's offering will be over faster than you expected, which is especially convenient when you're tired and just want to go to sleep. He's confident that after having spent years perfecting his package, his is the softest you'll ever put up to your face. Yes, as the founder of f***ing Fantastic, Santino knows that his unique makeup remover towel package with soft touch exfoliating corner and collectible makeup bag will leave you oh so very satisfied. Good job, Santino. Stand tall, stand proud, because even though your lovemaking skills are subpar, your makeup remover towels are fucking fantastic.
Hey, you can find those makeup remover towel sets and more coming soon at fuckingfantastic.com or youlookff.com for those of you who are, you know, prude and prefer censorship.
That was fucking awesome.
I
don't know what that was. I was just like it was great.
It's so great.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, I started a beauty brand during quarantine.
Yeah, I mean, that's more than I started an ulcer. So I feel like
I've been working on that.
I started a drinking problem, or rather exacerbated a drinking problem. Mostly, you know.
Yeah. I don't mean
is that combining masturbation with alcohol? Is that what exacerbating a drinking?
Yes.
First of all,
yes, go on.
That was a Shaun of the Dead reference, and I'm kind of upset that nobody caught it. What the fuck?
I was reading Mariah's comment, and she said that should be played during the Super Bowl, and I was feeling myself for a second.
Yo, that would have been dope, though.
Thank you, Mariah.
That would have been cool.
Okay, look, you know, okay,
I
have to do another fucking terrible segue because something's been weighing on me, Santino. I think you know what it is. It's been weighing pretty fucking heavily. The one good thing I like about you, John, and you,
go on.
First of all, it has nothing to do with how you look or your personality whatsoever. No. And
it's that you agree with me and everything that I say.
God damn it. Fuck. No. It's that you guys, if you're gonna be a fucking ally, you're a fucking ally. That is what you are. It does not mean that, you know, like if we have a difference of opinion or whatever, that can be one thing. What I've been noticing happening, kind of permeating through more the right and the way they kind of present themselves in their argument is there's this whole like, woe is me, half in, half out. How do I get them to look at me as though I'm an ally, even though I'm really not? And what's her name from fucking The Mandalorian?
Oh, Carano.
Yeah. So she kind of started it. This other fucking dickbag Tom McDonald
started it with you this week. You mean?
Yeah, that was where it really kind of popped off. A friend of mine, friend of mine, AJ, friend of Santino's as well. AJ from Fire from the Gods. What up, Channer? Sends me over this fucking.
real quick, congratulations.
Yeah, what's up,
Channer, as well.
What happened to Sharon? What did he do?
Didn't he have?
Oh shit, he had another baby. Yeah, that's right.
I'm not getting it wrong, am I?
Congrats on the little one. Yeah,
Congrats
she's super fucking tiny and she's all red. It's
baby from
adorable.
the gods.
But yeah, so he sends me this video. This Tom McDonald fucking clown ass fuck. And look, I'm being a little hard on it, but whatever. I watched the music video. It's got a whole 4.3 million fucking views. And like in the first 5 seconds of it, it's this whole like, oh, you can't say anything anymore because then we have to be at war. I can't feel right about some things and feel left about some things. And it's all this like
is that canceled? Or
yeah, yeah. And
song?
it's I think that was the one I sent you the link to.
I think it was canceled.
But it's all this like drawing this bullshit correlation between like BLM and fucking Blue Lives Matter. It's like it's this that kind of concept. Gina did the same fucking thing, and everybody's like, "Well, I didn't think she should have lost her job." Fuck yeah, she should have lost her fucking job. Did you see what she said? She said that the political landscape nowadays is exactly like Nazi Germany.
Right.
Bitch, it makes no sense. 2, you have to be super fucking racist to believe it. And 3, if you're gonna be on the side of right, don't try to like fog this line that divides what's right from what's wrong just because people are passionate about how they believe. I don't give a fuck. If you want to be on the right, that's cool. But don't say, oh yeah, them rushing the Capitol was fucked up. But what about BLM riots? Bitch.
Yeah, no, that's fucking retarded. Did she say anything about that?
She didn't.
No, but that's generally speaking.
It's a
no, I know what you mean. Those correlations never fucking help like anybody, and it drives me crazy too. But I have a lot of like feelings. Like I think there's a lot of layers to this kind of shit because I don't like
cancel culture.
I don't like the cancel culture thing. But this wasn't necessarily like I understand the feeling behind it, and I understand there's like a middle ground of like actually having somebody disappear, which she's not. So that's not pure cancel culture. Right. But like, I understand, like, so here's the thing. What she said was fucking retarded, but also she's an MMA fighter and Disney plucked her out of obscurity. Like, like it was either Mandalorian or get her face punched in, repeat it. So like, it's a dumb, it's a no brainer, but like they like MMA fighters. I don't know if you have any MMA fighters that watch, but I'm sorry. They're majority going to, do you really? Oh, well, they're going to be fucking Trump support. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Not all of them, but I know what you mean.
So they're right. Yeah, there's a lot of them right leaning though.
But that's just how they are anyway. So Disney, like, I don't feel like there's no way Disney, a company that size, doesn't know who they're getting. So they knew it. Yeah. So like, I don't like the whole like, man, we're so great. We fired her. We gave her 3 tries and whatever. True. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, you knew who you were getting.
Well, I think they figured, all right, if you may say these things, do these things, you may not agree, but we're not going to not hire people based on shit like that because otherwise you're like ruling out a crap.
Right.
Now, granted, I'm talking about having an air about it, not being full blown, saying some of the shit.
Yeah, yes, like that's what I'm saying. Yes or no? Because like here's the thing.
So, real quick. So I'm saying like you can hire somebody, but then when you get the fucking job at Disney, which is like literally one of the few giant houses you can't get away with this shit with at fucking all. Like, most other movie studios and shit you can get away with like a fair amount because they make crazy R-rated pictures and stuff. Like, we didn't even know if we were going to get Deadpool out of Disney because it's rated R. That's how strict they are.
Right. Well, they gave her warnings. She had her chance and she fucked up.
And they were like, look, you say shit, you have your opinion, you're entitled to that. I'll even say this too. Like, I got into a tiff with somebody who I consider a friend, but they were on this cancel Gina train back when she was talking about like she was anti-mask and whatnot.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I think that's like insanely stupid. It's just like it's bafflingly dumb to try to argue this when we know everything is contrary to that. Whatever. We can go on about the topic, but the point here is like, being dumb or having a dumb opinion shouldn't get you fired.
Right.
Like in that case, being malicious or racist or anti-Semitic and stuff. Now that's a different line, but there's a distinction that needs to be made there. Then she eventually crossed line, but I understood why she got like a warning for it.
Therein lies my issue as well, because you can be an anti-masker and all this shit, and that's dumb, absolutely. But you know how you make it ignorant? By saying, "Oh, this is just like slavery."
Yeah,
that's the shit I'm fucking talking about.
And that's where I agree with you there. I was talking, so John mentioned the warnings, and that was people were like, yeah, she got warned, and I'm like, yeah, she got warned because she said some dumb shit that a bunch of people don't agree with and stuff, and that's fine. Like, but you're allowed to have an opinion where it's not like you're not being malicious. No one should be taking medical advice from her anyway.
Right, and she also said some shit about trans people. Like there was like a long list of stuff.
I didn't know that until I got into that tiff, and I was trying to say, okay, well, if that's true, then yeah, fucking, she should be ghosted. Like,
right, but here's the thing about that kind of stuff too. Like, so the cancel culture this kind of shit only winds up making like. I think Disney had every right. Any company like that has every right to fire somebody for whatever the fucking reason they want. It's a bummer. Yeah. It's upsetting. They have their own rules. You know, they even gave her like a heads up, like if you don't stop fucking doing this shit. Which, by the way, how hard is it to choose between tweeting and being a part of the Star Wars franchise? Like, if you're that fucking dumb,
I would delete my fucking Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
If I thought I had that big of a problem, I would just delete it.
Oh yeah.
So like, fuck her to begin with anyway. And what she said was incredibly fucking stupid too. And there's no doubt about it. Like, it didn't even make any sense. And the thing is I've seen that statement over the course of the last 8 months anyway. Same. So she's just regurgitating with somebody who she thinks is smart. You know what I mean?
Yep. Wasn't it on her IG story too? It looked like it might have been somebody else's post.
Yeah, it was on her Instagram story or something like that. Yeah, it was a shared story or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even know if it were her words or not.
Right. So yeah, no, it was somebody shared a thing. So it was like, but again, but here's the thing that I just would like to point out though too. And I'm not saying we need to take the time to do this for people. But again, if we're a country that's going to go towards healing and yada, 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 she did that stuff about trans people. And she basically put beep, bop, blorp in her, he, him, where he, him, her is supposed to be, or however the fuck they identify. She put that there. Yeah. And then Pedro Pascal talked to her and was like, look, like what you're doing is, yada, like he basically broke it down and why that was shitty. And then she came back out and was like, hey, look, I don't consider myself a bully. I had no idea that this is what this meant. I was, whatever.
And that's like, hang on. And that's fair, because I had that conversation with Dane.
Yeah.
You and I had this conversation not that long ago. I didn't like the pronoun thing. I didn't fully understand. And I consider myself a pretty strong ally, especially to the LGBTQ.
Oh, we did have that conversation.
Yeah. I understand it too. I'm never going to do it because they don't give you enough room to plug your stuff. And unless they're going to pay me, I'm not getting rid of a website.
Wow. Okay.
Like, I think, I'll tell you who I am, but I'm not going to
but I'm not going to give anyone shit for doing it. It was just more like there was I didn't know there was the Zim Zay one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that threw me, and I'm like, I'm never gonna I can't expect someone to get upset with me for not using words I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
That was where I was at the time. But then when I started learning, like, turns out those words are actually pretty old. I didn't know that for one. And no, look, I get it. We've gotten past where I was at when I had.
I think as long as you're not a dick about it and you're not fucking doing that shit, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no way to keep up with the way everything is changing and how everybody feels they need to be identified. Like even Eddie Izzard, you know what I mean? Like, he was, for the longest time considered himself to be, God, fuck it, a transvestite. Transvestite. And then he realized that the term, like, no one used that anymore. And he was kind of getting, not flack for using transvestite.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. And then
he says it
and then he wound up he considers himself trans, and then he considers himself now to be referred as she or her or whatever, which is also fine, but that's like a natural progression. But it's like, it took him, or it took her, but it took her some time. Like, he was like, she was like, I didn't know that transvestite was out. Like, he's like, when I was coming up, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Is Eddie's pronouns are she
just changed them to she, her, she and her.
I didn't know that.
And now she's trans, or she says she's trans, but she's not going to have the surgery. She's just going to wear she's still basically what she was doing before, but she was just explaining. And I didn't know anything about the terminology either, but she was explaining how, transvestite is literally on, it's out, it's done.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I haven't.
Isn't it more to just under the trans umbrella though as well?
Well, there's
I think they
transsexual.
kind of look. I don't know who makes these decisions, like the head of the trans community. I have no idea who the fuck it is. I don't know if it's RuPaul
There's a board.
or fucking Eddie.
There's a
Izzard.
board.
RuPaul
would definitely be on the board.
Transvestites.
I feel the exact. There you go.
RuPaul would for sure.
They were voted out of
sure
office, and RuPaul took over.
There you go.
You know, or the girl from Orange is the New Black. I don't know what the fuck her name is either, but she's badass.
Oh, she's so awesome. She's on the board.
She's the best.
Who else is on the board? All right. Diana Ross is on the fucking board, even though and Lady Gaga's on the board.
How old is Diana Ross though? Does she even know what's going on?
She better, dude. No. Are you
That's
ready
a different song by a different artist.
2 years ago, Diana Ross. 2 years ago, Diana Ross didn't even play a show. She just came to WeHo. I think she went to what's the main spot? Anyway, she went to this one bar in WeHo, and
the main spot in all of West Hollywood.
It really is. And if I said the fucking name, you'd be like, yeah, that's pretty much the main bar. Like, oh fuck, I'm so pissed. It's escaping me right now.
Wait,
anyway,
on the strip, I need to know what you're talking about now. On the strip or on Santa Monica Boulevard?
Oh, it's all the strip. First
definitely isn't anywhere I perform.
Rainbow, the Viper.
No. WeHo.
Was it the Rainbow?
No, WeHo as in West Hollywood, the
LGBTQ area.
The Abbey.
Oh, the Abbey. Oh, yeah.
The Abbey is for sure the main fucking bar in WeHo.
I know what you're talking about.
So she goes to the fucking Abbey. And I mean, word just got out that she was there. She didn't do like a press release or anything like that. Word just got out that she was there. And when I tell you, they shut down traffic. There were people all in the street, bro. It was like almost a fucking incident. So many people went there just to see her. And then I talked to a couple of friends of mine, and they're like, "Oh, I just went just to see her." It was cool just to see her. Like I
didn't know she did that.
On
That's
the
incredible.
board, yeah. And it was random. Like I think it was something to do with her daughter, because her daughter's still fucking huge actress. And I think she had like some event or something like that, and they just went out.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really
awesome.
fucking crazy. But yeah, she's
like
like royalty in the fucking.
All right, then she's definitely on the board. I didn't
She's
know
on
that
board.
she was still doing stuff.
Ruby Rose is on the board. Ruby Rose isn't on the fucking board though. Like she's not. She's a fucking senator. Like she's
you know what? No politicians. That's my. Right. I don't know why I'm making rules for them, but I'm like, no, cannot.
What is it? Transvisto executive.
yeah.
Right? Like she's the greeter. Ruby Rose
the only one
be
getting any of these references. John.
She's the greeter. That's hilarious.
She's the greeter. She's like, I'm gonna help you find your seat, Ruby Rose, because she brings like heads, but she's not. She doesn't make decisions.
Right.
Promoter. Ruby Rose is a promoter for the board.
I feel like Ruby Rose made. She started to make it more like
normal,
mainstream to be more androgynous. That's a big.
She didn't. Bowie did.
Yeah, Bowie.
Him.
Did it?
At the same time
hang on. Outside of the his specific fan base in the community, was Bowie really like?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I was never, dude. I didn't know fuck all about David Bowie until I was like in my 20s.
So Bowie, if you want to credit anybody for bringing real like some pretty aggressive androgyny to the mainstream, it would have to be fucking Bowie.
All right,
like
so first woman to do it then,
him and Prince, they were the first ones to really make it where it was they forced you to like look at even just the idea of men like wearing and then I mean you had like Culture Club, Boy George, but that was after
Boy George.
So
dude, what do you think of this?
Chime in the comments. Who brought androgyny to the forefront in the fucking?
Hang on. Well, I'm just curious. Hang on, because like let's be real though, because like that went away.
Yeah,
no.
That went away.
Androgyny?
Everyone you just mentioned is from like the same generation and shit. And then I feel like that disappeared. Everything became macho as fuck. And then
then you got RuPaul.
Now you have it in the last 10 years. It seems to be making like a
comeback. I mean, RuPaul never went anywhere, bro. Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything was a big movie. Like that was,
but
these
it wasn't.
Things were happening.
I'm talking like fucking, in
generationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like RuPaul like a decade or two.
I feel like RuPaul American or RuPaul Drag Race, all that fucking shit was like really still kind of RuPaul carried the torch alone.
Yeah, that's not the same though. It's like a Bowie and Prince thing.
It's not
like I would say like Harry Styles is now back in that swing where he did the skirt thing and he's got the makeup on and.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So like Ruby Rose, I feel like because I don't remember anybody before her.
Shit, Young Thug was doing it.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Young Thug wore a wedding dress.
Was that before Ruby Rose?
I forgot about that.
Yes, Young Thug wore a wedding dress and an AR-50 or an AR-15.
No, I remember Young Thug and shit, but wasn't this fucking? Hang on, when?
Yeah, Young Thug was before. Young Thug was.
We have gone off on a tangent, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is great though. Wait, what do you guys think about the Marilyn Manson shit? Have you talked about that yet?
We talked about it last episode, but
that's fine. We won't do it again. Don't rehash it. Don't rehash it.
No, it's fine.
I mean, there has been more of a development in that more people are just like really just coming out like fuck that.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Everybody's calling it the post Me Too era, and they're like, it's not post anything. It's still fucking happening, and they need to fucking respect that. And I'm like, that is actually very fucking true.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Real quick, Ruby Rose, I remember being around like. Years
his wife
before
came out.
Young Thug.
Sorry,
Ruby Rose? No, inaccurate.
I don't. I think I knew who she was before Thug. Before Young Thug.
Oh wow! I knew who Young Thug was. Shit, that was easily before I heard of Ruby Rose's fucking name.
Because Ruby Rose broke out. Wasn't it? It was like early 2000s, like late.
Was it?
Not. She won.
I didn't hear shit about her until like
and dates popping up.
I know, right?
Until like
somebody
until like 2014, 2015. I didn't know who the fuck she was.
Sons of Anarchy lady.
I like how we're both going by when you both found out who each of these people were, though. Like as if that's a legitimate time.
No, I was on Wikipedia. I was just on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, yeah, she's been around. Like she Thug's independent mixtapes came out in 2011, and she won Australian Top Model in 2009. I don't know when both of them.
Wait, are we talking about who came out first, or who was doing the most for like bringing androgyny to the mainstream? Because if you want to say that, I feel like Young Thug was doing a whole lot more. He had more. Hang
on. Let me rephrase what I was saying earlier. Because I don't think Young Thug was like popular for that.
Right.
Yeah, but he did that shit when he was really popular.
I think there's been the confusion. I'm talking about somebody who did it, and it's like I love that for that. I love them for that. Like there's that element that made it like it's more accepted. It's like it's not like it's not a thing. I feel like Young Thug got a whole ton of shit.
No one was accepted when they did it, really. Because I remember
Ruby Rose has been like fully. That's just like that's a good
point.
Remember,
she got back
and how she's been identified as like
she got backlash too.
She's famous for being androgynous.
She's more famous for being kind of like more of the style of lesbian that she is than being androgynous necessarily, and she still got a whole lot of flack when she started to like hit movie roles.
I know.
Not so much lipstick lipstick lesbian, but more like and not so much butch lesbian, but more.
No, it's like that's literally androgynous, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, ish.
Yeah,
I mean, you could say that, but you can't.
Gender fluid.
You can't. Yeah, gender fluid. It feels more.
Right. As I say that, because gender fluid. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, gender fluid. Way more apt. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like just because she came out and like that was her main kind of like look doesn't mean that she was just accepted automatically and brought things. There was stuff that everybody was getting flack, but
everyone, and that's I'm not saying like, first off, we know better considering the crux of our existence with this show is that people don't disagree on simple shit, right? So like obviously she has become universally accepted. I'm just saying, like, as far as like widespread general acceptance for somebody who just is straight up this way, I can't really think of somebody more prominent than her from like jump. That's just been, she didn't have a song or anything else. Like I knew about her because people were like, "Oh, look at this woman who kind of looks like a smoking hot guy."
Yeah, she came on the scene. She came on the scene fully formed like that.
Yes.
Like it wasn't like any slow introduction to it. It was just like here she is.
Yeah,
fuck
and this
off.
is why people are sharing it.
All I'm saying is there was a lot of that going on in spite of her. I don't think that she was like the fucking movement. To be honest, that's all. That's just me.
You're putting words in my mouth. Never said she was moving. Just saying my opinion. She was probably one of the first people to kind of just be like, this is mainstream now. That's like the thing. She's Batwoman. She's in Keanu Reeves movies and shit. And she's always been that person.
Hold on. I just want to say one thing. I'm incredibly
that I'll give you. She's been huge in the non-binary trans community. That I'll give you. But as far as like androgyny and that being a movement and that like existing
argument
I just want to say, wait, hold on real quick. I just want to say I'm honored to be on the last episode of Failure Made Monsters. Like I'm touched by this.
I wish.
We just got canceled, everybody.
Hold the fuck
I don't know what's going on or what happened.
This is why we pulled ourselves off of Facebook. We're only on YouTube and Twitch now. And we're going to get canceled on those.
Yeah, dude, Twitch is great.
And you better have
You just can't show nipple. You can do whatever else you want on Twitch. You just can't show
nipple. I can't show my nipples right now. Is that what you're saying?
I'm pretty sure you can't show any nipple, man. Yeah.
I will show my fucking nipple right fucking now.
Hold on. Dane, wait, you can't show nipple, but I think I heard you can show like
you telling me
part of your dick. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I swear to God, somebody told me that. I don't know.
Which part? First of all, which
bat
part?
wing. You can show the bat wing.
The tip.
Which part of my dick?
Just
so
the tip.
Here's the thing you got to know about. Tip's pretty impressive. I don't know. Don't think that just because the tip is just gonna slide, motherfucker. That motherfucker makes some noise too. Just saying.
Oh God, I'm just saying. I don't know the rules on Twitch, but
if I could show the tip of my dick, and
we're about to break them,
that's bullshit. What's gonna happen? What are they gonna do? Block? Like
I don't know. I don't know if you can get booted off. I think you can. Let me look it up.
Girl nipple makes sense, but guy nipple. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's actually
none of it makes sense. Yeah,
but like typically, it's like, oh, girls can't, but guys can, which is also stupid. Look, anybody want to show me their nipples? I'm gonna just say, I am not gonna say no. I refuse to.
Yeah, you can get suspended.
What?
Yeah.
What? Because my nipples are on it.
Even if it's body art.
My nipples are in my profile picture. So
we're fucked.
Come on. No, I'm sure nobody's gonna check that. I don't know. What gets you banned on Twitch? Any fuck this shit. Look, here's the thing. You guys are I opened it up and it was like this long thing. And I was like, I don't
this
care.
episode has devolved very quickly.
What if I'm
it's
just
beautiful?
What if I'm just like you can see it through the shirt and you know that?
Oh, you can do that.
Okay.
No.
You know what? I just have to. I have to say again.
I do that all the time.
We got asked.
I do that every day.
To say, hold on, real quick. I got to say this in the middle of this comment. It just has to be said. To date, we've had a lot of great chats with guests like John multiple times, and the actual chat. Everyone's submitting wonderful questions and just kind of keeping the conversation going. But still, right now, and it just keeps popping up into my head, all episode and a bit of last week's episode. I think it was within the last couple of weeks we got this. The best question anyone has ever asked us while we were on air during one of our shows. Someone in the chat goes, "What?" It popped up under my name too.
I know. It's awesome.
No, dude, someone in the chat asked. He goes, "What's this show about?"
Where did they ask today?
It was like a couple weeks ago, I think. And someone goes, "What's this show about?" We're just like,
look. Yes,
that's great.
Yes. Whatever the fuck we feel. Yes.
What's it about? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Every time.
Being about.
Dude, same thing. I know, and I feel like mine. When I started mine, I went through I'm only on 5 episodes, by the way. I'm a baby podcast, but who wants to see my nipples? I was like, hey, somebody's trying to show. Oh, never mind.
Tell us about the podcast.
I'm in this mood, man. I'm getting in this mood now where I'm like,
I shouldn't have said. After I said it, like the words are coming out of my mouth. I was like, Santino's gonna kill me. Like that's a great shirt, dude.
Oh, yo,
isn't it dope?
Where the hell did you get that, dude?
From the fucking show, bitch.
I need one. I'm gonna get one immediately.
No. Like from the show. I went to see.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, the merch fucking table.
You know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. All this talk of let's say risque topics.
Pineapples.
All butt stuff. butt stuff. We talk about butt stuff. We talk about shit that got people canceled.
Right.
Hey, all this stuff, right? We're talking about you can't show the tip of Jane's, fucking junk, right? We can't show nip or anything. And the shit that's gonna get us pulled off of any of these platforms is the Misfits logo on your fucking t-shirt. Because
shit, will it? Oh no, I hope I don't
probably.
Could it?
Oh,
no way.
I know in music videos and shit you can't.
Yeah, no, music.
And if we were running, if that ad weren't for my own brand, we run ads and some shit, maybe.
I just put out a music video, and there are definitely so many fucking logos. By the way, Shoes and Socks has a new music video out. It's called "Do Something." You should check that fucking out.
But how do you spell it? How do you spell it?
It's DOSUM. Do some.
That's what last time I ordered Chinese food, I had a nice helping of it. It was great.
But here's the thing, but no, so like, do you still have to? I thought that was like the '90s where you had to blur the fucking Coke label.
No, it's still a thing.
You just switched to reverb. You sound godlike all of a sudden.
Do I?
It's kind of impressive.
I feel like always.
All right, John.
Yes, what's up?
Podcast.
Oh yeah. No, I got a podcast on Twitch Thursday nights at 8:30 called Dystopia Tonight. And again, much like yours, I also it went through like 10 different iterations of what I kind of wanted it to be, and now I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want.
You told us about it on this show once before when you were getting ready to do it. Yeah.
Fun fact about this show, I had it. I didn't do anything with it for I don't know, months, but I had already had promotion out for it. So every time I went on Sirius Radio, they were like, and from his own podcast, Dystopia Tonight. And I'm like, yeah, they're not going to find that anywhere. Yeah. I'm just like, whatever.
Some
1980s
porno film pops up in the Google search when you look for it.
Wait a minute. Can we make that a thing? I'm sorry. I'm random. Jen is like, can we make the pineapple the new eggplant? Can we please make that a fucking thing? I'm down for that.
That's
Hey, Jen. Great. Hey, Jen, whenever I put pineapples in the chat.
Kylo Jen. That's great. That's a great name.
It comes out rough. All right, continue.
So I've got that on Thursday nights at 8:30 on a Twitch channel called Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. This our producer Tom started this entire network, which you guys should fucking join, by the way. And we've got a bunch of different podcast shows going on all throughout the week. Mine's on Thursdays, and I've had great guests so far. I had Frank Turner. I don't know if you guys, a singer-songwriter from the UK on.
Yeah, I saw Roseanne. Shout out to Roseanne posted it.
Yes.
I don't know how great they could be. You haven't had us.
I will, dude. Trust me. You guys can come on beginning of.
Did you see him big league us just then? You guys can come on.
I was trying to think. I couldn't think of the date. Beginning of March. Let's
actually
do the
book
first.
Every
you know
Thursday
what? We're fucking busy. Sorry, bud.
I'm not joking either, but we'll get to that plug later.
Oh, okay, good. Well, the first Thursday in March. Whatever.
Done.
Yeah, I've got Marlena Sheets from lead singer of Milo Green on at the end of the month, and the what the fuck is his name? Joe. Oh my god, I can't think of his fucking last name. He's the Vaultmeister for the Zappa collection, and he also was the drummer for Zappa and the Motels and Duran Duran. So he's coming on next week.
Are these friends of yours, or how are you booking these guests? Just out of curiosity, I
started talking to Frank Turner online. Marlena, I've talked to a few times online, but I just keep messaging people.
Because when we started ours, we just we're hitting up friends and stuff, and I always find it interesting, when people start doing stuff like this, you find out who they know.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you hear stories about how they met, and it's all this shit, and you're just you just really have no fucking clue. When I can know, I've known Doc Coyle. I've known Doc for years.
Oh,
thanks, Mariah. I appreciate you. Sorry, go ahead.
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just.
Mariah.
Go ahead. Hey,
Mariah's plugging his song for you.
How you doing,
sweetheart? Nice.
But yeah, Doc. I've known Doc for years since I lived in New York, and I was actually a fan of his when I was younger. When he was in God Forbid, he's in Bad Wolves now, but he has a podcast that's really good called The X-Men.
Nice.
And I see him he has artists, so many of these fucking artists that I grew up, listening to.
Yeah.
And I'm just oh, cool. And I figured they're on because, Doc's been around the block and this and that, or the show's been on for a while. And then I find out he's got this whole history with them. And I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I had no idea. And then you're sitting there I have this guest and this guest. And I'm like, how many friends do you have, John?
I know.
Me and Dave.
No, that's the thing. Sometimes you forget who you know until you have something to do. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, I've been in this business for 15 years. I know people. But for the most part, I also have I also have no problem messaging people I have no business talking to. Like, I'm like, I want to talk to this person for an hour, so I'm just going to give it a fucking shot. Have you guys seen the movie Velocipaster?
Super reluctant to do that because we don't have like a bigger viewer base. Like, I haven't even asked Doc to come on the show. I've known Doc for years. Like, he was at my home for Christmas last year, before the world ended.
Right.
I still don't have him come because we don't have enough viewers.
That conversation for offline. How about that?
Oh, stop. No. It's like, I feel I hold certain people. I'm like, I want to have 1,000 fucking people watching every second.
Yeah.
Before I even bother certain people.
We just did this gigantic fucking, I was one of the producers on this. It was a world record breaking comedy event, charity event. We did the Children's Tumor Foundation and Star Treatments. Star Treatments is, Matt Dorito from Pop Evil.
Yeah.
So he created this thing called Star Treatments, where they take kids with cancer to and from treatment centers, but like they're rock stars. So a van, picks them up.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. So we worked with them on their charity event, and then we wound up just me and a few other comics organized over 250 comedians and did over 90 hours straight of this telethon to raise money for the charity and stuff. But it also just drove a bunch of viewers to our channel by doing that kind of stuff. We were spent by the end of it, but it was just fucking awesome. And we had all these people come out of the woodwork. And so, you guys should hop on over to us.
Dude, let us know. We'd be happy to. And Dane, real quick,
I'm gonna get super hammered before we do your show. Though.
That's fine.
Not even during. I'm gonna be just fucked up.
Dane,
my dick will be out.
I can't see you.
What?
Dane has to look to the right to see you.
What did he do?
Oh, he does? I was doing this.
Nice.
I was like, Dane, you have to look to the right? I didn't know where your camera was, man.
Yeah, I'm over here. My
camera's to the right of him, and computer's to the right of him.
Oh, you're professional. You got a whole different setup where you can that's incredible.
Well, I put my camera above my computer monitors.
That's what I did, dude. Dude, I'll show you what my setup.
It's not a competition, Santino.
It feels like one.
Honestly, looks like a fucking winning. This looks like a ring light warehouse most of the time because I don't know how to light anything, and I was like,
I have a full softbox right above.
And I've done this yourself, and then I've done this thing too where I buy ring lights and I don't know what size they are because I'm fucking dumb. Apparently.
By the way, I've been on your show how many times? You guys are serious professionals about this kind of shit. Yeah, and no one told me that you guys can hear me better this way and not this way where I had my mic for fucking ever. Somebody the other day was
never had audio.
Okay, John. First
really?
of all,
then maybe it was just that one.
I would
somebody
say
was
something immediately.
That's what I thought. I was like, no one's ever told me.
You're taking some big strides in assuming that we listen to you when you talk, and especially that we listen to your sound quality. Shut the fuck up, bro.
No. You know
over here. Hold on. You're not that famous over here. We didn't watch the fucking telethon, you dick. Sorry.
No, it wasn't the telethon either. It was some other interview I did where they were like, "Yeah, we didn't hear you at all. Your mic was on there."
If your gain on the mic was high originally.
God. Fucking techie guy. What?
I'll tell you something right now, dude.
School him.
So look, I'm going to tell you right now.
This mic doesn't have any of that on it, but I have this one that I haven't used yet. I feel like I'm displaying a dildo on KBC. This is a Yeti, yeah.
Now you sound weird though. Why do you sound weird?
I sound weird? Really?
Fuck you, dude.
Now you're better.
Now I'm better? Wow.
Yeah. Not close up like that.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's gonna help you out. You know what I was gonna say real quick though? You do have a very podcasty voice.
Thank you.
I don't know if that's a fucking word, but you know how like the guy that was doing the announcing in his commercial, you have one of those voices that it sounds like it's like your voice
that you want to fuck. You can say it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, butt stuff. So first of all,
you can't. By the way, every time you say butt stuff, for some reason my eyes dart to that guy's face on the poster in the background, and it's so disapproving. You're like butt stuff, and it's like boom.
Shame on you. No lube or
That's actually his name. Von Butt Stuffin.
That's hilarious.
Yo, by the way, I have a new painting coming, and never mind. I'm gonna save it for the next.
Are you gonna replace it with that one, or are you gonna?
No. It's another one. It's another one for another part of my place. But it's I'm doing a horror movie theme, and I'll show you when it comes.
I love horrors.
Who doesn't? First of all, look, and I'm not even one to judge. Who fucking doesn't? Here's the thing.
They don't get enough credit.
If you're not a whore, maybe reevaluate your life choices. And here's why. Come with me on a journey.
Sure.
Okay. You're gonna die. It's gonna fucking happen. Nothing you can do about it, right?
John's texting me right now. Can we wrap this up?
Would you rather die?
Dane's going off on a tangent. We need to go.
I'm like, reel him in. We're losing him.
Would you rather die? Would you rather die?
His dick's coming out. I'm telling you.
Hold on. Would you rather die not having had a threesome with me or having had a threesome with me? Think about it. Think about it long and hard.
That question?
Not you. I'm talking
because I can answer that very quickly.
This is for female specific whores.
I love that his camera froze as he was saying that, and the creepy. He was like used car salesman type of.
Gotcha.
Hey,
gotcha.
That was hilarious.
Anyway, all right, Brett.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
all right. No, he's like, no, we're good. We're good.
We are good
all night.
Here's how. No, I'm ready. No, I actually do have an out at 10:30, but I know we wrap up by then, so I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, we're good.
No, we're good. We're good. I will say, Jen, you better bring a fucking pineapple. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun.
Anyway,
I love your diehard fans are also like slightly nymph. Like they're just like.
I keep getting kicked out, and every time I back in, the first word is butt stuff. Every time you back in,
why are you getting kicked out?
You just backing into butt stuff.
Let me tell you something about how many times I've gotten kicked out of butt stuff. It happens frequently.
I have to say this real quick with all the pineapple talk. I can never disassociate the pineapple from the show Psych, which is my favorite TV show of all time. So I'm conflicted with this whole conversation.
Context. I've never seen. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine. There's a TV show called Psych. It's one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, I've seen it a gazillion times. And
pineapple.
No, it's literally there's one hidden in every episode, and it was the logo.
Is it really?
Yeah, so in the first episode, Sean ad-libs a line in the scene where he pulls a pineapple off the fucking fridge, and it wasn't in the script, and just randomly goes, "Should I slice this up for the road?" Just some random fucking thing, and it was just this goofy little gag, and it ended up becoming a thing. So they started hiding pineapple type shit in literally every episode. There's a hidden pineapple.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know that in every Matthew Perry movie, or almost every Matthew Perry movie, there's a scene where he throws up, and in almost every Tom Hanks movie, there's a scene where he pees.
And there's Seinfeld Superman, right?
And isn't Brad Pitt eating and Tom Cruise running?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
And in every one that I'm in, I'm doing music of some kind.
And in every film that I've ever been in, my dick's been huge.
And on that
note, every film that I've been in, I can't act. So it's that's how that usually works.
And in every movie I'm in, I'm a puppet.
The best acting I've ever done in my life is when I tell people that I'm fine. Like that's my Oscar winning. Like when they're like, "How are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm fine."
The timing on that was good. I saw what you did there.
It's almost like you're a comedian.
Almost like you do this for a living.
Almost.
Coming out with them.
Right, one more time, John Poveromo, please.
Thank you.
Let them know what time it's on, where to find it.
8:30 on Thursdays at Drinks, Jokes, N, the letter N, Storytelling on Twitch.
Sweet. Nice. So check him out. At the beginning of March, he'll be having two of the greatest guests of all time, it sounds like. So we're going to make that happen.
Beginning of March.
That's what we're doing. So yeah, everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been an episode of Failure Made Monsters. If you want to watch any past episodes, head on over to FailureMadeMonsters.com. You can find all the video variants of this motherfucker on our YouTube channel at Mainstream Misfits, or you can follow Dane the Great or Santino the Misfit on Twitch. We also do the audio only version that's available in podcast form because we had to, and that's on all major podcast networks, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, blah, 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 blah. Insert.
Happy stupid Valentine's Day also.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. FailureMadeMonsters.com. Check it out and subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. We are on Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because that's how time zones work. Yeah, billions and billions and billions and billions. Wait, John, thank you so much for coming on, man. We love having you. You are an absolute fresh ass.
Yeah, love thanks. Thanks, guys.
Dude, stay safe out there. Stay warm. Everybody, have a good night.
Yep.
We're outie.
Peace.
Bye.